Welcome back everyone to the Hello World, guys. This is episode number 3 of the bonus beginner series in Unreal Engine, and in this video we are going to finish our projectile enemy. So let's get straight to it, and I'm going to open up my projectile enemy, and in here you can see we have got a bunch of stuff here. So if you like me, just let me show you what we had in the last video. If I actually start the game, you can see that we have got this enemy, and as soon as the player gets in range, yes, like that, then it starts basically shooting these things which look pretty cool, and I mean, they don't really do much because they kind of just keep coming at you. Yeah, that's a bit kind of, we have got some weird stuff going on here, but basically the idea is that what we need to do is we need to make it so that it actually shoots at us instead of shooting wherever it wants to. So yeah, so how are we supposed to do that? Now for this, first of all, I'm going to go under my event graph, then I'm going to go under here where we are setting the world rotation to be we are setting the world rotation to be this. And what we are going to do is I'm going to go ahead and basically, let me just take this. Yeah, I'm going to take this and I'm going to move this. Let me just go ahead and say yes. Okay, let me just go ahead and say set actor rotation. Okay, and for the new rotation we are going to right click here, split struct pin, which gives us 3 values, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to split like break, you can say break rot into axis, which gives you 3 different axes. Okay, did not mean that. No, not rot into axis, say break rotator. Yeah, that's better. Now that gives you 3 values, and you can just basically use rewrote nodes to make it look a bit better. And what you are going to do basically here is that you are going to say that with this we are going to only take the yaw, and then we are going to set this in the actor rotation. Now what that should do, essentially, it will make the enemy basically face us at all times, and you can see the enemy is going to keep facing me wherever I go. You can see it's facing me and it's going to keep facing me wherever I go. So this kind of looks cool, and yeah, that's awesome. And now what we need to do is we need to, when we are shooting, actually we need to make sure that we shoot directly at the player's camera. Now how do we do that? So we need to currently we are only doing this, but we are going to right click on this and I'm going to hit let me do actually break this connection. You can, by the way, if you need to break a connection, I don't think I actually told this before, you can basically press alt and then click. Alright, I'm going to right click and split this pin, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to right click and split this as well. I'm going to take the location and plug that in there. Actually, not really, I'm going to just get like world rotation location, and then I'm going to plug this in here. Now as far as the rotation is concerned, we are going to say we are basically going to go under our event graph, yeah, like that, and I'm going to copy this like this thing. For now, I'm going to copy these nodes, but not the get world rotation and stuff, and I'm going to copy these nodes and I'm going to paste these here. Now what we are going to do is we have got our camera manager and we are getting the camera's position, and we are going to put this in the find look at rotation start, and that in the target, and then I'm going to take the return value, plug that in the rotation, and let's see if that works. Let me go ahead and go closer, because currently we have got it, and you can see that it was aimed directly at my directly at my face, I guess. And now with that done, it's time to change our projectile a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to firstly I've actually closed that. Let me open up the projectile enemy, and I'm going to change this a bit by going ahead and going in the come on, let me open a movement and damage, and in here we have got like this, but we are going to change this from 300 to something like let's say 5000. Now if I actually set it to 5000, let me see like how far is it. So you can see that it's able to attack me from here, but if I go in here, then it's basically not attacking me anymore. But if I go closer again, then it starts to attack me. but you can see it's got a weird lane of things basically. So yeah, I think it would be enough to have like 3000 if not 5000, maybe 2500 is enough. Alright, now I'm going to change my projectile to be a bit faster because currently it's obviously too slow. I'm going to set its initial speed to 500 and max speed to 1000, which means that it, and by the way, make sure your gravity scale is 0 so that it does not fall down, and see when the enemy spawns. Okay, you can see that this is basically what at the speed at which these are coming towards us. Now this is a bit too slow for my taste. I'm going to change this to 1000, not 10,000, 8000, and this to 2000, and let me see if that actually doubles the speed. Ooh, that was a bit unexpected. Yeah, it's still shooting. Yeah, it's being able to shoot from okay, it's a bit too much. I'm going to actually reduce the distance to something like 1000. Let me see how that goes. Yeah, basically, yeah, that's too much. Okay, that's surely too much. So we are going to change this from 1000 to like 1500. Or maybe 1750, something like that, and I'm going to change the projectile speed to 750 to 1200. Yeah, that makes a bit more of a reasonable speed because that was a bit too fast. Looked like a way too fast machine gun actually. Yeah, that's a bit dodgeable too if you want to actually kill the enemy, because we want it to be possible to kill the enemy. Currently it's not possible at all. And if you want to like kill the enemy, you need to kind of go up close. Currently these are not doing any damage to us, so we need to fix that problem. And how are we going to do that? It's actually really simple. You are going to select the sphere and you are going to go under the collision presets, and you are going to change from block all to overlap all dynamic. Now what this will basically do is it won't actually register the collision with the player. It won't actually like do actual physical collision, but it will detect when the collision occurs. So you are going to just select that, and we are going to hit on component begin overlap. We are going to add this function here. Actually we have got on actor begin overlap here already. You can delete this and delete the begin play as well. And I'm going to change this, take this actor begin overlap, and what we are going to do is we are going to go ahead and say cast to player, and we are going to cast this other actor to the player. And if that works, the cast works, which means that this is the player, then we are going to go apply damage, and we are going to apply that damage. And if, by the way, if I select my enemy, you can see it's applying a damage of let's see, it's applying a damage of 10. For this, I'm not going to apply damage of 10. Instead, I'm going to apply a damage of 7 because this is a bit really fast kind of. Maybe I'm going to keep it at 5. Come on. Okay, so let me see. The game starts. Enemy spawns and start attacking us. And if I do get hit, then I get a little bit of damage, but not too much. Yeah, and that's actually really awesome. And you can kill the enemy if you want to, by the way. It's not impossible, but it's very difficult. So we'll be making these enemies a bit rarer in the game. So yeah, we have got our projectile enemy done in this video basically. So in the next one, what we are going to be doing is we are going to go ahead and basically because we have got projectile enemies done, we are going to make it so that we don't only spawn projectile enemies but also spawn other kind of enemies, but have a way of spawning a little bit of projectile enemies and mostly spawning the normal enemies. So we'll make that system in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for that, and I will see you in the next video, and well, bye.